Alistair Lamont and James McFadden.
Thanks as always, Amy. High stakes Glasgow derby, which could go a long way to deciding the destination of the title. The leaders have dominated the fixture so far this season, making this a must-win for the challengers. With just one defeat in 8 since he took over, Chris Doolan is keen for continuity, so his only change is enforced. Lee Hodson remains ill after going off against Cove. His place is taken by Darren Brownlee, with Kevin Holt shuffling across to left back. Owen Coyle is also forced into a change, with Charlie Fox suspended and replaced by Stephen Eze. And there's one further change from the defeat by Raith, as Aaron Healy comes in for Josh McPake, who's on the bench. Scott Tiffany started all 8 under Doolan, and hit his goal at Cove last week was his 5th in that run, hitting form at just the right time. Grant Savoury's been a real goal machine for Queen's Park this campaign, taking over the top scorer mantle after Simon Murray's departure. Taking charge of the big fixture in Glasgow this weekend, Willie Collum. Owen Coyle has led his sides tantalisingly close to the championship title and a 3rd successive promotion. Chris Doolan's Partick Thistle looking to thwart them. As you heard Brian Graham say pre-match, they still have their eyes on the title. 6 points between the sides. The home side want to reduce that to 3 by the end of play this evening. It will be the visitors, who won 4-0 here in their last visit, who will kick us off tonight. Can Queen's Park rediscover their mojo after a couple of sticky results? It's certainly an intriguing fixture this glorious Friday evening on Easter weekend. James McFadden alongside me here to savour it with me. How do you see this one going, James?
Hopefully exciting, hopefully we get some goals.
We'd all echo that. It's a good pick out from Ferry. There's Robson able to come forward. And now Savoury, got possession by Docherty. What can Thistle do with this? It's Tiffany driving at that back line. Has Graham held his line? No, he hasn't. The flag goes up.
Stevie Lawless is right behind him as well. I think that's maybe the intended pass was for Lawless. But Brian Graham is never, ever leaving that for someone else, especially when he can get his shot away. You just see Stevie Lawless coming into the picture. He's on as well.
It's almost been a case of the two teams cancelling each other out. Pretty well matched by the looks of it. Both still with designs on automatic promotion to the Premiership. Here's Turner, and he slip it through for Lawless. He can. It's Lawless in a good position. Outside of the left boot. Oh, it's just too much on it. And Tiffany couldn't quite stretch to either get the shot in or bring it under control. Almost a glorious goal.
That's brilliant from Turner. Great little pass, great run from Lawless. And he's just standing it up to the back post.
Lawless has seen plenty of the ball. Turner takes over into the feet of Graham. Tiffany now cuts it back. Big chance! It's a goal for Partick Thistle! Queen's Park were waiting for the flag. Kevin Hall wasn't hanging about with the back post as he tucked it home from Tiffany's cutback. Queen's Park protest, but Partick Thistle have the lead. And what a big goal that could be!
What a quality goal it is. Really, really good play Brian Graham round the corner into Tiffany. I must admit, as soon as it comes to him, I've got my eye on the assistant referee to check for an offside. But this is excellent play. He's onside. You can see Oakley's playing him on. Brilliant touch round the corner from Brian Graham. And when Scott Tiffany gets into that position, he gets his head up, spots Holt at the back post, and that is a great finish as well on the right foot from Kevin Holt. It's a magnificent goal from Partick Thistle, and one they deserve.
Yeah, it's a good call from the assistant. You have to say it's very tight, but he looked in line. Scott Tiffany, the assistant correct to keep his flag down. To the naked eye, it did look like he might have crept offside, but the anxious Partick Thistle fans round about was also wary of the flag going up. But Kevin Holt notches his 6th goal of the season and might not score a more important one. Here's Turner up against Daisy. He danced past him a minute ago. Can he do so again? Not too far away, Kyle Turner. He's having a really good game. So more than capable of picking out a teammate here, which I think was the likelier attempt here rather than a shot at goal. It's a good looking ball. Boateng it was who got in the way before Graham could make anything of it. Docherty, strong challenge, it will come for Turner. Oh, what a save that is from Callum Ferry to keep his side in the game. My goodness, I was convinced that was going to be 2-0. So was Kyle Turner, but Callum Ferry with a wonderful save.
That's an outrageous save from Callum Ferry. It really is. Kyle Turner does everything right, puts it to the side, almost eyes him up. Callum Ferry stands big, and it's incredible reactions to keep it out. Left hand, you see it there. Tremendous save.
Kyle Turner seems to be playing slightly more advanced than I reckon I'm accustomed to see him. He's certainly linking up well with Brian Graham at times.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he's got so much space. He's making those runs beyond. He's finding, you know, nice little spaces to pick the ball up and play those passes. He's certainly getting the best out of him. He's been excellent tonight. Queen's Park are chasing the game now as well, and the midfield are trying to squeeze up, which leaves a big gap for Turner. Makes it difficult for the Queen's Park centre-backs to pick him up.
Nice flick from Graham. Wallace. Graham, his wonderful football again from Partick Thistle. What a goal! And Kyle Turner does have the second for Partick Thistle. And what a team goal that was from the Jags. Brilliant build-up. Intricate passing, and the close-range finish from Kyle Turner, denied a few moments ago. There was no denying him there, and Partick Thistle are well in charge of this game.
Well, I thought the first goal was an excellent goal. That was even better. It really was. Starts with Stevie Lawless getting his head up. Brilliant little pass into the path of Brian Graham. And when it comes into him, you think he's maybe going to be taking a shot on. Graham lays it off, goes again. Look at this for a flip. The Jack McMillan thought he was going to shoot. Kyle Turner getting in advance, and if he misses it, you've got Scott Tiffany at the back post. But that is an incredible goal. The little flick from Graham, the vision from Lawless, then Graham, composure of Jack McMillan. That's a wonderful goal. It really is.
Well, we're going to watch a lot of football this weekend, as we do every weekend. If you see a better team goal than that, regardless of which league you're watching, whether you're watching Sports Scene tomorrow night, whether you're watching Match of the Day, if you see a better move than that ends up in a goal, you'll be doing very well.
It's a tremendous goal, and they've had, you know, before the first goal, you mentioned that they've had moments where it's come into striker, it's round the corner, they've got advancing runners, so it's something that they work on.
Is there anything Queen's Park can do about it? One for him to chase. Eze trying to get back there. Fitzpatrick, one way then the other. And Eze up to the task.
What an introduction that would have been, straight on the pitch. I thought he'd maybe take the shot away when he cut into his right. Yeah.
This could be a chance though. Queen's Park bringing on Scott Williamson for Connor Shields. As you may have noticed just a few minutes ago, here's another opportunity for Queen's Park, looking to make something of it, but hacked away in the end. And it could work out quite nicely for Danny Mullen, albeit he's not in a great rush to try and get the shot in on target. Holt's up there again, Doherty now joining in the attack. Doherty's kept it alive. Lawless, Holt, and Mullen on the turn. It's another goal. Willie Cobb glancing across to his assistant. The flag stays down, and Danny Mullen is on the mark once more. Chris Dillon keeps his composure on the sidelines, but he must be absolutely delighted by the way the second half has gone. Much as those fans, because they believe the title is still on.
I'll tell you, there's a slice of fortune in it landing to Danny Mullen. You see there, just off the Holt's face, but what a finish it is. He's got his back to goal, he's on it in a flash, little swivel, turn and hit. That is a magnificent finish from Danny Mullen. And I just have to say, the hack from Stevie Lawless was a totally intentional outside of the boot half volley to set Partick Thistle off down this left-hand side. But what a finish it is from Danny Mullen. And you have to say, this is a fair scoreline.
After to reverse this run, Bruce Henderson looking for a consolation. Thompson looking to cut a one. Kept it.
I swear it really could have been anyone, but I think Kyle Turner has been excellent. Some of his touches, his energy from midfield to get beyond, topped it off with a magnificent goal as well.
Yeah, there's been a few candidates certainly in red and yellow. But Kyle Turner, a worthy winner, I would suggest. There's Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's kept out by Ferry somehow. Not that time. And Holt's got a second. And Partick Thistle have four. They've reversed the scoreline from October here at Firhill. Callum Ferry somehow reacted to prevent the own goal, but could do nothing to deny Kevin Holt a second of the evening. What a night for Chris Doolan. And Partick Thistle really are dreaming of a title bid now.
You have to feel for Callum Ferry. It's good play down the left from Aidan Fitzpatrick. Puts a really dangerous cross in, and Ferry does really well to keep the first one out. But a man that was also in the running for man of the match, with his energy to get forward. It'd be easy for him just to coast. Game over, 3-0. No, he wants another goal, and it's a brilliant touch and finish, you have to say, from Kevin Holt. To get in there, great finish.
Fitzpatrick, Thompson trying to side them down. Fitzpatrick strong enough to keep his feet. Is there another for Thistle? Deflected behind. And Willie Collum signals the end to a contest that was hard fought in the first half, but second half Thistle ran away with it. Kyle Turner with a man of the match performance, including a goal. And Owen Coyle's side were simply second best in that second period. And what a title race we have in our hands in the championship. Kevin Holt with 2 goals, the first and the last of the 4. And a Danny Mullen goal in there as well. A fabulous finish on the spin from the striker. A couple of really